is Arif Mirza, and I'm the head of ACCA Pakistan. ACCA is the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, and we're a global professional accounting body. Well, our main stakeholders are young people, young talent, young men and women, and we try and connect these young, talented individuals to employers through the ACCA qualification. We believe the ACCA qualification is a high quality qualification. It's an accounting qualification. It relies upon and is driven by international examinations based on international financial reporting standards. And we feel that in order for young people to get the best opportunities in accounting and finance, that the ACCA qualification provides that connection with employers. By the current scenario, I assume you mean, the current economic crisis at the moment. Well, for young people, I think the best thing to do is to be prepared for when times get better. Also, to be prepared to meet the needs of employers. The needs of employers at the moment are to get people in with the right skills, with the right attitude, and people who come in and make a difference to the business, that ensure that the business grows and develops and actually survives. Now, with the current crisis, everybody's talking about reducing costs. Right? So we need to get young people really aware of how businesses should be run, how accounts should be managed, and how accounts should be reported on. So really, there's no hard and fast rule. The point is getting individuals, young people, with the right set of skills that fits business needs today. Well, the skill set essentially for accountants is to have the right knowledge of all the technical areas. So international financial reporting standards, which are principles-based standards which companies in Pakistan have adopted and many companies globally adopt. So first of all is having the right technical knowledge. The other side is having the right ethical attitude. So in other words, the accountants must behave in a very ethical manner and must stick to a code of conduct that their professional body like ACCA has in order so that we can ensure that our accountants drive the business in the right moral direction, if you like. The skill set is really to do with business reporting, compliance, business advisory, etc. These are the business skills that accountants must have. Underpinning all this is communication. But without communication, we cannot really aim to deliver those skills and that knowledge in the right manner. So communication becomes the delivery channel through which we really drive, the growth of the business and the function of the finance department, the finance function, as it were. So that's the communication channel, and skills like reading, speaking, like I'm doing now, listening, like you're doing, writing skills. These are all very important skills in order to deliver, the accounting technical knowledge and the accounting skills to that business. I think ACCA, like I said, engages with employers globally. We have about 8,000 employers currently who partner with ACCA to provide training opportunities to our ACCA trainees as well as to our members. Employers are a vital part of our business concept. In order to respond to the need of employers, what we've done is to partner up with Cambridge ESOL and provide an English language proficiency qualification really aimed at financial individuals who work in the financial sector, who work in finance, who work in accounting and auditing related areas. And it's called the International Certificate in Financial English. At ACCA, we've been engaging with employers now for many, many years, and we've done many employer surveys. The one message that we're getting from employers is that whilst the technical skills are very sound and the quality of the ACCA qualification is very high, employers globally in non-English speaking countries are saying that we would like to see that the proficiency of English is also improved. And you know, in today's economic times, that the main business language remains English. You know, all the examinations, the ACCA examinations in 170 countries are based in English language. So the thread that connects our students and members and employers globally is the English language and an English qualification. You know, young people and businesses engage with many global customers and stakeholders. So the sort of economy in Pakistan is really based upon a supply chain economy, where lots of businesses here like textiles have to talk with their buyers overseas. They have to comply with international regulations, sustainability regulations and codes and best practices. And in order for our businesses to communicate with within their supply chain, English is an essential skill. Yeah. So, you know, and it's an essential skill for communicating through the World Wide Web now. It's an essential skill for communicating with global stakeholders and also increasingly with the media as well. I think it's very important. I think the opportunities for young people in Pakistan really depend upon scalability. We know that the economy here is small and it's not going to be able to absorb individuals. Employers are always going to have a cutthroat approach to hiring the best people. So they're going to hire the people with the best abilities, with the best skill set. So young people really need to invest in those skills. And I think English language proficiency is going to give them that edge. So that's as far as the domestic economy is concerned. But the great trend nowadays is global mobility. We want to give the vast youth in Pakistan, all the talented young people who are in the accounting profession, the ACCA members and others, who want to take advantage of international opportunities. Yep. And those international opportunities of employers are driven by, you know, having, again, the right skill set. They need to hire people who have good English skills, right? And they need to hire these people who can then relate to their stakeholders, speak to their clients, their customers, their buyers, yep, and their staff within the organizations. And that's what they're looking for. My aim really is saying that, you know, we've got really a lot of talented youth in Pakistan, but we need to provide them with the right skill set to connect them with international employers. Yep. And I think that, you know, the ICFE qualification, which, by the way, you know, the UK Border Agency is now recognizing as a Tier 2 English language qualification. So it's going to help the mobility of young people. Another thing that we know through our education service and the education surveys is that students' success at examinations is also related to their English language proficiency. So if a young person has good English language proficiency, they're more likely to pass the examinations. So that's a critical factor. So I would encourage a lot of students, I would encourage all ACCA students who are perhaps looking for success early on in their qualification, early on in the exams, to start building their English language skills. And an ideal method will be to balance the ICFE qualification with their ACCA studies as well. And they'll see that as they work through the ICFE qualification, it provides them with a new set of English language proficiency skills that will certainly help them in passing the examinations. And that's true of all students who are undertaking, examinations in finance, in other accounting bodies as well. So it goes right across, the student body in the accounting profession. Well, my advice to young people is really to invest in their future. They mustn't ever miss the connection that they have with employers. They must understand employers' needs. Employers will seek to recruit the best. Yep. And in our market, where we have many students and few employers, the employers are in a really unique position where they can really take the best. All one has to realize that employers are looking for people with the right technical knowledge. They're looking for people with the right attitude. They're looking for young people with high ethics. And they're looking for young people who can communicate well. And communication skills that, like I said before, is about reading, writing, listening and speaking. I think what young people have to do is to exploit the opportunities presented to them, whether they're in Pakistan or whether they're abroad. But we know from global employers that if young people could invest in their English language proficiency skills, that will really improve their chances of both mobility and most importantly, employability.